I hit rock bottom. And I got to a point where I just said, I need to do something different. I can't keep living like this. I was very unhappy. I am a Christian and I go to church, but I was in church, but I wasn't there. All of me wasn't there. You know, my heart wasn't there. It was just full of so much brokenness that it was hard to see beyond that pain. And because most of the people around me had never experienced that depth of grief, I just felt like nobody could understand it. I couldn't even understand it. So there was no way I could explain it to someone else. And I didn't know where to begin. It just affected every area of my life. And now that I'm beyond that a little bit, I can see a lot of that was grief and how that played in my life. And I'm a really good stuffer. I stuff everything and try to ignore it and set it aside and think time will heal all of my wounds, and come to find out that wasn't the case. So, you know, I went to counseling, and I was in a very broken place and just carrying so much baggage with me that I had to find some place to let it go. So I had gone to our biblical counseling, the person in our area that does that, and we did some counseling, and then she talked to me about this program called the Healing Journey, and it is a 29-week study on how to process painful events, and how God can take those broken things of our lives and help us find peace and hope and healing. And at first, you know, I was like, I don't really need counseling, but then I realized I need this so much. I need something different. So I started it, and the first year was amazing. Just the things I was able to work through and the hope that I found. And Natalie Grant had come out with a song, Clean, at the time. And the lines, some of the lines say, what was dead now lives again. I can feel my heart beating inside my chest, because up to that point, when I lost my sister, it was very difficult because her and I were very close, and that was the hardest loss for me. And when I lost her, I felt like half of me had died with her. And when I started getting the healing and started really working through some of that grief, I just felt myself coming alive again, and just really thinking I can live now, even though she's not here. And I have such a heart for people that grieve, because I know what it is to grieve, and I also know what it is to feel like you're alone in that grief. And I guess my biggest message is, you aren't alone in your grief, and there is hope beyond